Hello guys, welcome to my channel Paisa Sports. Thank you for tuning in today. We have a very interesting video. We had the Champions League quarterfinal draw on Friday. So we're going to analyze the games that we have coming up. And also we're going to be saying the biggest winners and the biggest losers of this draw. No surprises here after seeing the matchups. Who were the winners and the losers? So let's get right into it. So let's start with the biggest winner of this draw, Bayern Munich. They drew Sevilla, the weakest side left in this competition in my opinion. Bayern Munich have been playing great. They ran away with the Bundesliga and they destroyed Besiktas in the last round. They play great offensive football, very attractive, very fast paced, and they have Robert Lewandowski up top, in my opinion the best striker in the world. And Sevilla's defense has been inconsistent at best all season. They've given countless of games in which they've allowed 5-6 goals. They've gotten destroyed here and there. They've been inconsistent all throughout, but their defense has been their biggest inconsistency this season. I see Bayern Munich taking full advantage of that and beating them comprehensively over the two ties. Unfortunately, I don't see much here for Sevilla. Bayern Munich defend well, attack well, they control the tempo. Things that Sevilla just can't handle at this point with this team that they have assembled. I give them a lot of credit for getting here, and I know anything can happen at this stage of the Champions League, but I'm writing out Sevilla after drawing Bayern Munich being the biggest winners here. Let's get over to the loser column here of this draw. The biggest loser in my opinion is Real Madrid. They drew Juventus. I've already heard opinions saying that Real Madrid are going to go through, writing off Juventus. And I think they're going based on last year's final where Real Madrid cruised. 2 points to that. This Real Madrid team is not last year's team. They've taken a step back in consistency and defensive stability. The second point is that Real Madrid seem to do a lot better against Juventus in one-leg games than in two-leg series. Real Madrid have actually lost every single of the last 5 times that they've versed Juventus in two-leg series. The most recent one being in, I believe it was in 2012-2013 season when they lost in semifinals. This is not a good matchup for Real Madrid in my opinion. Juventus is a very stable team. They're very disciplined in defense. They hold true to a system which slows the game down to a grind. So I see Real Madrid having a lot of problems with this. Obviously Real Madrid kick into another gear when they're in Champions League. So, they still might make it through. But I think Juventus was one of the teams that they did not want to draw. Another loser, in my opinion, this is going to be kind of shocking for a lot of people, is Manchester City. If there was one thing Manchester City did not want to do is draw Liverpool. We saw the game that they had earlier in the season at Anfield where Liverpool won 4-3. Yeah, it's true that at the Etihad, City destroyed them by the score of 5-1. But here's the deal with Liverpool. You have a bad night on defense, they have a good night on offense, and they're gonna put 4 or 5 goals past you. So at any time they can explode. They create a lot of chances. They have very dangerous players up front, and they're all in good form. Sané, Firmino, and Salah. So you always gotta be careful. And like I said, you can have a bad game, and Liverpool is the one team that will make you pay the most for it. They scored 5 on Porto on the first leg last round. And Porto did very well in the second leg, well, a lot better. But like I said, Porto just had an off night on defense, and Liverpool pulled 5 past them. Man City need to be very careful, and they need to be very wary about this matchup. This is a huge stage for Liverpool. They get to show that they belong in this conversation as one of the favorites of the Cup. Manchester City can't get overconfident. Everybody's writing them as pretty much a shoo-in for the final. But you need to be careful here. Liverpool can break off, score a lot of goals. And there goes City, and it'll be a huge disappointment if they were to go out in quarterfinals. So yeah, big loser for Manchester City. This is going to be a really tough matchup for them. Now there are 2 teams in the same tie that I did not put neither in the winner nor in the loser column, and that is Roma versus Barcelona. straight off the bat, obviously Barcelona look the heavy favorites to win, but I can't write off Roma and call them losers. They have a really strong spine, meaning very good striker, two very good central midfielders, and a good solid pair of center backs, and a good goalkeeper. Their spine going right down the middle is very solid. They're very disciplined tactically, and like I said, Edin Dzeko is in very good form, playing great, scoring bunches, so he can make Barcelona pay, unlike Chelsea did. Last tie, even though Barcelona won the second leg 3-0, I did not see Barcelona as that far superior, and I thought Chelsea had a really good chance to making it through. If Roma do things right, if they hold on to Barcelona, obviously there's nights where you won't be able to contain Messi, but if Roma come out disciplined, they take advantage of their chances, I think they have a good shot at doing this. Obviously Barcelona is always going to be the favorite, and like I said, if Lionel Messi comes out firing, Roma I don't think stand a chance. But if they play their cards right, they try to keep Messi under control, they have a really good chance of going through, which is why I didn't put Roma in the loser column, and I didn't put Barca in the winner column, because this matchup is going to be a lot harder than it seems. My predictions for this 4 ties go as follows. Between Juventus and Real Madrid, I'm going to have to go with Real Madrid. I understand that I just said they were losers of this draw, but Real Madrid usually have an extra gear. I see this game going to extra tie, even penalties, but I would rather bet for Cristiano Ronaldo, who usually finds a way to score in these games, than Pablo Dybala and Higuain. For Roma and Barcelona, I'm going to go with Barcelona heavy favorites. I think Messi's going to have a repeat performance than what he did against Chelsea, and he's going to put Roma away in the Camp Nou. Whether that be the first or the second leg, I don't know. But in the Camp Nou, Messi's going to have a show, and he's going to put Roma away. Between Bayern and Sevilla, I think this is the easiest one to predict. I'm going Bayern all the way, and I think it's going to be very lopsided because of Sevilla's defense and because of Bayern's style of play. The last game, this was the hardest to predict. This was the hardest to make a decision on. Manchester City, Liverpool, dead even on paper if you ask me. I know Manchester City have been in way better form and they ran away with the Premier League, but on paper this matchup is very close. I'm gonna go with Manchester City just because they've been the more consistent team. They've been winning more. They have better performances. Liverpool, on the other hand, when they're on, but when they're off, they can be really off. And I've seen some incredible lows this season. It all really depends on how Liverpool comes out. If they come out high, this is going to be a great tie. If they come out low, expect City to win. I think Pep Guardiola is a better tactician than Jurgen Klopp. So I see Pep Guardiola making the adjustments and Manchester City scraping by. But do expect a lot of goals in this tie, that I guarantee. And it's going to be the most entertaining one. Well guys, that'll be all for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you heard, please leave a like and subscribe. If you disagree with something I say or you have different opinions, please leave a comment down below. I love your feedback, and I'll be more than gladly to get into a debate with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next week we'll have a couple more videos. Since we won't have much league action because of the FIFA break, I'm going to start analyzing the World Cup. So please tune in for that. It's going to be very interesting. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.